So the perfect example of that is, when we first started Project Eject, our violent crime initiative in Jackson, when I became U.S. Attorney in 2017, we had all the support, all the input of JPD, the mayor, everything, and we were breaking records in terms of the prosecutions we were bringing to violent crime in Jackson, and we did that the first probably 2.5 years I was U.S. Attorney. But as we started doing that, and actually violent crime started falling in the city of Jackson. It's not really talked about much, but we have documented statistics showing violent crime falling in the city of Jackson those first couple of years. But then I don't know if the mayor didn't like what we were doing. He was getting pushed back from the extreme left and his constituency in, Harlem or Detroit or, Miami, where he visits now. For whatever reason, he started pulling back JPD. And despite the men and women on the ground at JPD who wanted to do this, who loved doing this, who loved enforcing the law and doing their jobs, their leadership really started pulling back, and we started getting less participation. The perfect example of this is in 2020, the last year I was U.S. Attorney. We were prosecuting all carjackings. We said, if you have a carjacking in Jackson, we will prosecute it. It's a federal crime. We will prosecute it. And we had been doing that for the last 2.5 years. In 2020, mid-year in July of 2020, it was reported to me that Jackson had approximately 54 carjackings in the first 6 months of 2020. Wow. 0 of those cases have been brought to our office to prosecute. I mean, everything we do, people are always like, well, I don't vote labels. I don't vote parties. Well, if you vote for or against someone based upon what they believe, you're voting on principle. You're voting, and all the parties are a collection of those principles. And so we, as the Mississippi Republican Party, we looked at both candidates and we decided Jennifer Branning is the one who reflects our principles, reflects our values, and that's the one that we think Mississippians should support in the Mississippi Supreme Court race. So, Clay, why would trial attorneys outside the state of Mississippi be supporting a Mississippi Supreme Court justice?
Hoping to get some things passed that don't benefit Mississippians.
Maybe, or maybe hoping to file some lawsuits and get to the Supreme Court and have huge paydays, huge payouts. I think when you look at individuals running for office, you need to look at where those campaign contributions come from. And when someone has that much money coming from out of state, you really need to question, what's behind that.
Well, we often refer to, out of state dark money. When it comes to stuff like the initiative process and all that. It's one of the reasons why the initiative process hasn't been brought back, because they're worried about dark money coming in and maybe getting abortion passed and some other things, marijuana, recreational marijuana, some other stuff. So there's all things you got to watch out for if you're against those things.
Right. That's right.